Everybody, it's Invicta. It's time to the run here, the Binding of Isaac Victor Repentance Plus series. Happy Thursday, Mosh Pit. Hope you all had a fantastic start to your Thursday as always. We're still waiting for another video to cross 2.5K likes here on the channel. There's a couple videos that are very close, so make sure you check those out. Of course, and also thank you everyone who's been coming over from the Megabonk series, checking out the Isaac series and vice versa. Both series doing very well, and I really do appreciate it. Here's your meme of the day slash picture slash list of the day, submitted here by Prestigious Turn 268. Top thread on the Sinvicta subreddit was updated Omega Run table, and then in the post, as you see right here, Prestigious Turn has listed all of the Omega runs. So maybe we could possibly get the greatest run of all time at the end of the year. Maybe the Mosh Pit can vote on it, and we'll do a review list or make a tier list. I don't know. In the thread, he also said I added the recent Omega run and one I forgot from last time from the Repentance era. So thank you very much, Prestigious Turn. I know this took a lot of time, and you continue to update it. It's just awesome. I love seeing this kind of data coming from such a long-running series. It really does bring more. I don't know. It makes it feel like it's more official, you know. Today is going to be 6 Foxtrot Zulu Bravo, Charlie Zulu Delta Bravo. We've got Mr. Mega, good damage, and also Mega. It's a double Mega start here, but our tiers rate's not great at all. In fact, it's pretty god awful. But having a Mega start means that we get to do stuff like this, where we just blow past through every single possible mob and room that's on the floor, with a little bit left over. Obviously, we're going to be looking for things that are going to buff our chances at getting some extra charges on our active item here, which is always great. I'm not a big fan of Quince. Quince is really kind of fallen off for me. It's an item that I used to think was very, very good, but the more that I play with it, I don't think it's a terrible item at all. There's just a couple familiars that it can produce that aren't they're not good. Mainly Boil Baby. Boil Baby is just really, really bad. I don't like how you not only can you not control whenever he fires, just like anything in Quince, but also the fact that his shots will go everywhere, and the game does a very poor job at showing you exactly which shots are which. It causes inadvertent dodges into actual shots, that sort of thing. So it's just, in my opinion, not worth the trouble. But again, this is more of a Sinvicta tendency than I would say a general complaint tendency. I am going to take the Locust of Conquest, even though Bob's Bladder is a little bit better. Now we have this Queen of Hearts, and depending on the Queen of Hearts, we may get an early Sacrum Shuffle here, which makes me upset that I actually took that Soul Heart first, because I didn't think that the Queen of Hearts was going to drop. Let's see how many hearts we get here, and this will basically just dictate whether or not we actually go through with the Sacrum Shuffle, and we're not going to, because that's just awful. But hey, we got it. Oh yeah, that's right. Actually, that was the Broken Shovel, by the way. That's used for the Forgotten unlock, which obviously we will not be doing. That unlock is very annoying. Maybe one day we'll go back and do a full-fledged series. Again, hey, everybody knows the price. Everyone knows the price of my new save file series. So we need to get on it. We're going to go on to last week's question of the episode. This one coming in on the new, however many long news it was. From last week, obviously a monster video. Everyone loved it. And also, it was a great day for the channel, too, just as a quick side note, because the Megabonk Mega Chad video, which I'm now a little bit more embarrassed about since I'm just better at the game now, actually outperformed the new video. It was the first time that we've had a video outperform an Isaac video on the channel in many, many, many years. So both videos really blew up for that day. And thank you again, for everyone who's been sharing that stuff. This one coming in from Siphon the Viking, who said, Sin, I love you, man. Question of the day. How'd you feel Planetariums had a mini boss you had to fight, and that boss would drop its corresponding passive item? Hey, I'm all for it. I'm all for stuff like that. Thematic bosses, just new things to see, especially Planetariums, would be very cool. Like if you had to fight Ares, or if you had to fight Libra or something like that, I think that would be awesome. Have you just unique designs for all those astrological characters, beings, whatever you want to call them, the signs of the horoscope. would be very cool. And then if they had a chance to drop their themed items, I mean, that's just even cooler. So I'm all for that kind of thing. Contrary to popular belief, I don't wish that Isaac's content flow would end. Just for the sake of things being the same as they always are. I typically I would love to see just more variety in some of the end game stuff. Secret Room might be there. It's hard to tell. Super Secret Room's definitely there. I'd be surprised if the regular Secret Room was there though. I'd be very surprised because you usually don't see it in Caddy Corner like that. And it's technically not. It's not adjacent to the skinny room, so I just have to see if there's a better. Wow. Okay, game. That was that 1.5 soul hearts. Take a little hushy here. Actually, right there, or not. I'm gonna key for our troubles. It could be. No, it can't be there. Yeah, it is. That secret room is in the spot that I said I'd be surprised if it was in. So. Joke's on me. I could have saved ourselves a lot of time and bombs if I just gone with the gut. Get another movement speed upgrade here. That's fine. They're moving. But yeah, I'd love to see more stuff like that. You know, that sounds like a good idea for a mod that maybe gets incorporated into the game. I mean, who knows at this point, right? I am going to... No, we don't need to. I was gonna say I was gonna ding our donation machine for that extra soul heart, but with Mega, especially with car battery Mega now, which is a synergy, now it is anyway since the recent patch, decided against it, and we didn't have to do it anyway because now we can go back and buy it, so it's good. Good. Yeah, that sounds like a great idea for a mod if it doesn't already exist. And people lately have been asking more for mod runs just to check out new stuff because it's been at least a year or two since I've done a mod run. So we'll definitely check that out. And also people have been asking where's random run days for the challenge runs. They'll be back this Sunday. I think I'll probably go one on, one off with those though for now, but we'll see. Of course, obviously, on last week's episode, we had the incredible secret room roll of all time. That was an all-timer right there, an instant classic moment. And I couldn't believe it. I wish that I wish I would have acted a little bit more. I don't know, more excited, I guess, because it was such a great reroll that I was almost stunned. Because you just don't see rerolls like that. If you don't know what I'm talking about, by the way, you need to go back and watch last Thursday's video. That's all I gotta say. That's all I'm gonna say. And of course, it was a Sakamoto Days reference in the thumbnail as well, which everyone always enjoys. Like, I don't like when it's all the blue flies in here, the blue bomb flies, because they all spawn these little grubs after they die here. Even if you hit the meconium. The meconium poop in the middle. All right, so we got to be careful navigating here. Obviously, as you can tell, it's a little bit tricky to navigate while you've got Mega just kind of moving Isaac everywhere. I could do one of them maneuvers. There we go. So again, car battery does affect Mega now, which is great, as it always should have been, and also how I thought it always has been anyway, but apparently not. Apparently it's never affected Mega, and that was just an example of the Mandela effect, apparently. Looks like we can bomb our way into the secret room here, or into the shop, I mean. Obviously we can bomb our way into the secret room. And we get Counterfeit Penny, which is fantastic for us for later stages here. We could buy a full charge, but there's just not really a need for it. I will buy this half-price bomb, though. That's a good deal. Yeah, I can't pass that up. Who can pass up a sale, son? Get a key here and not take that terrible item. And so far, it's all systems go. Outside of that one super jump that Trite did, we have not taken any damage, and I'm very happy with that. Whenever we can take no damage on a floor, it's good times. Celebration times, come on. Where'd that soul heart come from? A lot of people expressing their surprise with just that amazing reroll. It really was a landmark reroll that we had in that run. And whenever we get those new runs, I always have a problem with not titling necessarily, but just wondering if it's new worthy enough. Obviously, but game. I know we have Mega. It's okay to give us stats every now and then. Like it's not going to hurt you. I mean, it is going to hurt you, but it won't hurt you that bad. I don't have a full charge on Mega yet, and I'm gonna buy a soul heart, I guess. In my opinion, it's not worth the bomb here. We're probably not gonna get the Devil Deal anyway. It's our last bomb, so go ahead and hold it. But you're kind of seeing here what this damage looks like without Mega, and it's not great. Suffice to say. Now, we get into a familiar conundrum here. Do we use Mega to clear the rest of the stage, which is most likely already over, or do we just save it? And obviously, we're just going to save it. I think that's the right play anyway, unless we really... Super Secret Room is here. If maybe we can get a... You know what? Actually, no. I don't want to play that yet, because if we play the Confessional Booth and it procs the angel chance, that screws us out of a Devil Deal. Yeah, just go ahead and skip phase 1 altogether there. Oh, Hushy, you're doing a great job. Keep it up. Ooh, Hushy. He is hushified. Excuse me? Thank you. So, no Devil Deal. Again, no surprise there. Oh, you would have had a better chance if you had bombed the keeper in the greed shop. I mean, yeah, it's true, but we probably still wouldn't have gotten it anyway. Look, I'm just being real with you. All right? I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. What did Cam Ward say? He said something like that. I do wonder what is the crossover likelihood of people in the mosh pit who actually watch football and pay attention to football and also watch Isaac. It's probably a very low percentage, if I'm going to be honest. And no, I don't think it's because it's the stereotypical like, oh, nerds, oh, jocks type thing. That's so outdated. You can't be a nerd and also be a jock. Hey, I'm living proof that you can. I was a closet nerd in high school, kind of, in a way, but you know, also I played football and did sports and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know if I was ever considered a jock, though. Just because you play sports doesn't make you a jock. It means that you play sports. You're an athlete. Which is definitely where I get in trouble in my physical therapy. I was talking about that. I know if you tell me the mind of I don't want to say I don't want to go with blatant statements, because I mean I don't know for sure. But a mind of an athlete, for me anyway, is if you tell me I've got a range of sets and range of reps I got to do, automatically the only number that matters is the maximum one. If you do anything less than that, you're slacking. So if you tell me, hey, you know, do 2 to 3 sets of 15 to 20 reps each, the 2 doesn't register in my brain at all, and the 15 doesn't register in my brain at all. It's what I hear is 3 for 20. That's what I hear. And since I've never done physical therapy of any kind before, this one it was new to me to have to say, you know, hey, my back's feeling a little tired, or my hip is feeling a little bit iffy. doing these exercises. Like, let's stop. I need to take a break. Like, it's not, that's not my vocabulary. I'm unable to process stuff like that. It's like, no, you push through the pain, which is not the right idea to do. Apparently, that's not how you do it. We did get another full charge on Mega, and this damage continues to be a problem here. I know that that's weird to say with us being 12 minutes into the run and already being on Depths 1, but it is true. We're not in a great spot here stats-wise without Mega. We don't have anything that augments our active charge either. So I don't like being wholly and totally dependent on one item to carry us through things, unless if it's a tier effect. If it's like, you know, if it's like I don't know, Doctor's Remote or, you know, Dark Arts or something. I mean, it's not really a carry item, but something that's reusable, is fine. Not Doctor. What am I talking about? Not Doctor's Remote. I'm talking about Epic Fetus. So we had to wait all the way to floor 5 before we got our next devil deal. It's going to be another orbital here, and this is going to settle in to be a long fight. Here's rate is much improved thanks to Small Rock and Ouija board. Well, yes, I could hit war with Mega. I'm not going to. So Hushy, doing great. All advantages, and yep. That's a devil deal, all right. I mean, we could take a Satanic Bible and get 2 soul hearts from it, but that just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, it does give us the bookworm transformation, I guess. Yeah, I guess I'll do it just because. Get bookworm. I might as well take Purgatory as well. It's gonna help us out. And I don't remember if I know we haven't been to the item room yet. Is this the floor that we had the library? Or did I already pass that floor? There's a floor where we had the Book of Revelations and how to jump, and then I was going to go, there's a full charge in there, and I was going to go back and use the Book of Revelations for 2 soul hearts. Now I'm curious. A bomb? What is that? A bomb and a Keeson right here. Where did those come from? What am I doing? Purgatory, by the way, is going to put that red field on the ground, or pool, or fissure, or whatever you want to call it, and then Isaac runs over it. Summons a little ghost that does explosive damage. Attack like that. It also cancels out any projectile attacks that the mobs are going to try to do, which is very, very handy. So it's an offensive and defensive weapon put into one neat synergy, one neat item. I've got no problem with Purgatory. Purgatory's a very decent item. And for a run that doesn't have a whole lot of advantages other than one giant one, we'll take everything we can get. And my desire to try to navigate through Curse of Lost has expired. So congrats, game. You can keep the item room. Yes, I know we have a stars card, but I'm going to use that on the next floor for boss rush. So. Yeah, Mom's Key's great. Take a soul heart for our troubles, and we'll be on our way. There's bits and pieces of here of a good run. There's a tinted rock in that room. It's the middle rock right up there in the top row, by the way. The X is a little hard to see, but it is there, I promise. I don't care anymore. I think I already left that library on the last floor. I think that was Flooded Caves 2. We just got Mom's Keys, so this is worth 2 keys here. Especially with us having the counterfeit penny, this is going to pay off pretty easily, greatly for us. course, everyone on last week's episode wondering how many new episodes we're going to have. I mean, there's no way for me to know, obviously, but I can tell you that there's no cap on it. No cap. FR on God on God. Definitely no cap on how many new episodes we can get. It just depends on how strong the month decides to be. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, this is what I thought. I'm gonna take Empty Heart just because we're gonna need the HP, and we get Tech 1. Thank goodness. All right, Tech Whizzle gonna help us out, and a Greed Fight. Tech 1's great though. One of the best tier effects in the game, in my opinion. It gives you piercing, gives you unlimited range, and if you have Ouija board like we do, then it also gives you spectral tiers. So you have piercing spectral, which we can hit from basically wherever we want. It's very, very good for DPS in groups of enemies if they're lining up or doing the conga line sort of thing. I'm gonna go back to see if we can maybe get a play in the arcade. I was hoping there's going to be a fortune-telling machine in there, but there's not. As it stands right now, I'm not sure going down to the dark room is necessarily the best idea. Our base damage and our DPS is low, despite what it may look. It is low. If we had Backstabber or something like that, that would be perfect for this build. But obviously, we didn't get to deal with the devil. The game just does not want us to have one, so we're going to get a grand total of 3 devil deals for this entire run, which is pretty pathetic. And that's just the game being a jerk. Got the curse room, yeah. Could save half of a soul heart there and lose our fool card, but the fool card is much better. And really, in my opinion, any teleport card is much better suited to skip you out of a challenge room than anything, than just simply using it. Unless if you're really low life, obviously. And yes, they did just spawn that underneath us, which I'm pretty happy about. Okay. Yeah, so this was just a big old waste of time over here. The only damage up we've gotten on this entire run has been Small Rock. And ultimately that pretty much keeps us locked into only going light side here. If we went dark side, could we and would we be okay? Probably, I think, but there's always that chance, you know. And Curse the XL. Yep, and that pretty much reaffirms my choice to take Polaroid now. So, now if you're wondering where we got that HP upgrade there, that's from Empty Heart, and that was the direct result of us having no red heart containers, either filled or unfilled. Since soul hearts do not count as a heart container, Empty Heart will give us an HP upgrade every single floor, essentially. And speaking of every single, we're going to go to every single room on this Liberty Blanken floor because, you know, Invicta Navigation and XL, of course. There you go. So let's count how many dead ends we can get into here on this, this fun floor. Fun with a capital FU. So we don't have any flying there or anything. And maybe it's going to be in this direction here. So yeah, and honestly, it may be possible here that we're not going to get any other devil deals on this run. It's entirely possible that you're seeing the game give us a straight up Nat 2 on the devil deal rolls here. We would only get 2 actual devil deals on an entire run, which is absolutely pathetic. And that's exactly where this run is looking here. So now this run, the nature of this run totally changes without Mega. If we don't have Mega on this run, we are absolutely cooked. Yep, and there we go. All right. There is the very predictable, and who could have not seen this one coming? Who could have foreseen this? Full clear here on an XL floor. Cleared so many rooms, we actually have another charge ready to go on Mega, and we might as well use it because we got a lot more dead ends to find, like this one over here. Or maybe not. To get in there, we're going to need it against the bosses. Skolux is going to waste a whole lot of time. We did get a double deal. Fortunately, though, it's only going to give us, it's only going to let us take away one HP upgrade. So I say that's unfortunate because that robs us of two things. It robs us of another empty heart upgrade for our HP, and also it takes away polar invincibility, which is the whole reason why we went light side anyway. So yeah, but we get D-Bizzle. D-Bizzle might help us out. We could go back and get those hearts over there, but I gotta say that, again, October continues to just roll on. Been quite the journey here as we approach the halfway mark. I guess today is the halfway mark of October. Been quite the month. Got Halloween coming up, and then it's on to the golden era. November and December. Love the winter time. It's my favorite time of the year. Thanksgiving, of course, my favorite day of the year. I don't know, man. It's one of the few days that I know I'm guaranteed to be happy on. You know, I get to eat Mama Victa's traditional Thanksgiving dinner. I'm going to attempt to do another Friendsgiving here. I don't remember if I shared the picture of the turkey I did last year, right? My actual Friendsgiving. It was in December, but I don't for some reason I remember Moshpit commenting on the turkey. Maybe I only shared it on Twitch. It's possible. Oh, some fancy dodging in that spike room, by the way, with Mega going off. Isaac still manages to hit us with Crack the Sky. Yeah, see, and this is what an atypical room would look like with us having only one damage upgrade for an entire run. And without Mega, you can see how problematic our DPS is. Now, Purgatory is a great counter to Isaac. Purgatory hard counters all of his shots. If you get lucky enough with the placements, and you're able to safely navigate to Purgatory, you can completely cancel out most of Isaac's attacks, which makes it great. Like that, you see right there how it kind of just consumes all the tiers, and that's good eats right there. There's definitely there's a place for a play style that allows you to use Purgatory non-stop and just ignore where Isaac is and just hard counter him that way. You can definitely do it. I don't know why I'm picking up this money. It's not like it's gonna matter. Unless we find a judgment, which I guess could matter. D-Bizzle. Maybe we can bomb our way into the secret room? No. Yes, technically it could be there too, but we're gonna need these bombs for Blue Baby. See what D-Bizzle has cooked up for us here. Yeah, 1 for 1 is fine. Get back one of the HP we lost against Isaac. And we will have another HP upgrade here momentarily in the chest thanks to Empty Heart, which is the whole reason why I picked it up. All right, here we go. And again, that's a bunch of non-damage upgrades right there. Now, Meat Cleaver and Car Battery is an interesting scenario. Owl Greed. You deserve that. Thank you, Wrath. You got him before I could show my wrath. Bobbing and weaving out here, looking like Bucky Irving. Actually, Bucky's injured right now, which kind of sucks. I mean, it doesn't kind of suck. It does suck. Here, D-Bizzle. The reverse Hierophant card, which is gonna give us Bone Hearts. Now we at least have a couple of extra hits that we can take if we end up broking, but. I did my manly duty of taking girlfriend Victa out to get she for some reason she just wanted to get a manicure and pedicure today, and I've never had a manicure before. It's just because I take care. I mean, those of you who see me do Pokemon breaks, you know I take care of my stuff, man. Ladies love a guy who takes care of his nails. That's just a little Riz insider tip for you out there from your good old friend Riz Victa, or whatever they called me. From sucks. Yeah, take care of your nails, fellas. Toenails, fingernails especially, because I promise you the ladies look at them. Anyway, it's been a long time since I've actually gotten a pedicure. Probably like at least a couple years. I usually just take care of my feet. You know, when it starts getting rough around the edges, I'll hit it with the what was it, I call it just the cheese grater. that's what essentially it is. But I hadn't gotten one done professionally in a long time, so, and she wanted a spa day, so I was like, all right, I'll go, and she wanted me to go with her, obviously. So it's always a hoot whenever I go get a pedicure, because sometimes I get some odd looks when I'm in there. I don't know if it's just the way that I look, or it's because of the beard, or I just give off a manly vibe. I don't know. But I always get funny comments from the ladies who work there. And then they try to decipher. It's funny. And really I only see really only other Asian people do this. I noticed this is they try to figure out what type of Asian I am. And it's always funny because the beard always throws them off. You know, I have a big red beard. That's my Irish side, and so you don't really see too many half Chinese, half Irishmen out there. I'm just saying. And it's always a good fun reaction whenever I tell them, yeah, I'm Chinese. I'm one of them Chinese fellers. They're like, oh, and then, you know, it's always a laugh. But my feet are so smooth right now that I had problems not keeping balance in the shower, but it was so slippery. Like I don't like, here two things I don't like. I don't like my feet being super slick and moisturized, and I don't like lotion in general. Wow, okay. So we are just going to go into an entire, okay. This is some next level bad Sinvicta navigation here on this run. So I don't like my feet being touched most of the time. And I also don't like lotion. I don't like moisturizing or anything like that. It's just not something that I enjoy because I don't like the feel. I don't like the feel of lotion on my skin. It usually smells, and that can kind of mess with my allergies sometimes. But I also just don't like the feeling of it being on me because it makes me feel like my skin is all clammy and sticky and stuff. I know that's because my skin's probably crying out for moisturizing and stuff. But hey, look, I can't sleep like that. I feel like my pores are clogged up, and I get hot. I don't know. Maybe it's just a me thing. It's probably a me thing, but I'd rather have dry skin and be comfortable than be like super moisturized but wear smelly lotion all the time. Even and don't tell me that well, there's unscented lotions. Nah, dude. There's no such thing as unscented lotion. It still smells different. It doesn't smell like nothing. Let's put it that way. A little bit of a rough ending here on this floor. We did take a way more damage than we really should have. But also, that's the direct result of Syndicate Navigation, and that's why I talk about dead ends all the time and how dangerous it can be. But we were able to push through it. Thank God we had Mega on that run, because if we didn't, we might have been cooked on that. I mean, no damage upgrades except for Small Rock is pathetic, and those Devil Deals also were pretty bad. So, but we pushed through anyway. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you click the like button. I hope you had a great start to your Thursday's Mosh Pit. And October, it continues to roll on. Even when we get a bad run, we still have a way of winning there. And having Mega was no exception. So thank you all very much for the support on both series. And also welcome new subscribers here to the Mosh Pit. And as always, I will see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. Thanks to patrons of mine like Mason Haggerty, Marcus, Relat01, and Dingle Bungus. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of tonight's episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find at patreon.com/Invicta. Dingle Bungus. Dingle Bungus.